So a lot of people have been asking me how to throw knives, and so I'm going to make this video series about how to throw them. The first part of it is picking the knives to throw. Here's a couple examples of some bad knives to throw, and I'll point out why they're poor at being thrown. This first one is just a hunting knife, and you can see the blade is curved like this, which makes it poor for sticking into actual targets because it tends to roll, and it's just not very good. Also, the handle is pretty heavy, and the handles tend to break, so it's just not a super great knife for throwing. I actually learned on this knife, but it's bad. This is a Gil Hibben throwing knife. You've probably seen these online. I got a set of 3 of them for $30. If you're going to buy them, don't buy them with the cords because the cords just fall off anyway. And so the reason why these are bad for throwing are because they're so small. I bought I think the smallest ones that they have because they were the cheapest, but they're so light, they're ridiculous for throwing. You can stick them, but they suck. And finally, this is a big, sharper throwing knife sort of thing. And it's okay, but it's super, super heavy. You want a knife that's not too light and not too heavy. This is way too light and way too heavy. They can both be thrown, but they're not ideal. So let's show some good knives for throwing. This is a cheap eBay throwing knife. It's made in Pakistan, I believe. And it's really light. The thing, it's even lighter than this knife, but it's longer, and it's much better for throwing for some reason. The knives I prefer to throw are these Sharper brands or S. Harper brands throwing knives right here, and they're pretty much the same ones as these. These are made in Pakistan as well, but these have a tendency to bend if you miss, and they're just not as sharp. They don't hold the point very well, so I don't like them nearly as well as these. And let's see.
Where do you get those?
I get these at a flea market. And they're really cheap at a flea market. And I got these, I think, at a Army surplus store for a lot of money. Which is ironic. And this is actually one of my favorite knives to throw. You've seen me throw. This is a big chef knife, and it's just a lot of fun to throw. But you can see that if you throw it a lot and you miss, then it starts to crack and stuff like that. I don't know if you can see that. It's starting to crack. But so yeah, if you're gonna throw some knives, experiment, find which ones work for you. You can pretty much throw anything with a point, but I'd recommend something like this that's a little longer, heavy, but not too heavy, and just holds a point well. And so, yes, that's what you need to have for throwing knives.